Well, the Republican field got even bigger today. Former Texas Governor Rick Perry, remember him? He is hoping America forgets about this classic gaffe during the 2012 campaign.
The third agency of government, I would do away with the education, commerce, and let's see, I can't. The third one I can't, sorry. Oops.
Oops is right. But maybe Scott Walker will be the one saying oops this time around. Listen to this. Wisconsin governor, he's ready to sign what can only be termed a draconian abortion bill. Now, it bans the procedure after 20 weeks. And while that's controversial in and of itself, here's where it gets, I'd say, goes over the cliff. No exceptions, even in the case of rape and incest. No exceptions whatsoever. And it gets worse. The bill reportedly includes a provision that allows the father to sue a doctor for damages if he performs the procedure. And this is a presidential candidate, and one arguably with little momentum. So that's so out of step with where the country's heading right now. It reminded us of some of these guys. Remember Todd Akin, Richard Murdoch? Well, those two Republicans ran for Congress in 2012, and yes, they lost. Murdoch, of course, he suggested that pregnancies caused by rape, and I have to quote here directly, it's something that God intended to happen. Yes, rape and pregnancies. Akin, he'll forever be remembered as the legitimate rape guy after this doozy.
First of all, from what I understand from doctors, that's really rare. If it's a legitimate rape, the female body has ways to try to shut that whole thing down.
Whoa. Shut it all down. All right. Getting back to Walker, his views on social issues, definitely not in the mainstream, and it almost seems like he's trying to set landmines, TJ, for other candidates. Listen, for crying out loud, you work with candidates and you work on platforms. The last thing you want in any race, especially Republicans who you would think, got momentum going on behind them and everything else, is play the culture war card. And that's gotta hurt the party, right?
You know what? It hurts the party if you go outside the mainstream. I think the proper position for a Republican to take is, look, I'm not trying to relitigate Roe versus Wade. Abortion is the law of the land. It needs to be safe, legal, and rare, because there's enough kooks on the left who actually embrace abortion as a really good thing. There are enough kooks on the far left. Hold on a second, hashtag. No. There are
people who
there
embrace
are
abortion.
Absolutely. You have a conversation with an extreme.
Okay.
There are extreme environmentalists. There are extreme environmentalists who think that abortion is just fine for
Andrew, keep it down over there. So what I'm getting at is
it's about safe, legal, and rare.
Okay, no, but my point is,
he gets too close to relitigating Roe versus Wade.
Okay, but wait a second.
So I'm answering
your question. Do you want Republicans debating rape and incest as exceptions?
No, but what I want but what I want is I want well-spoken, articulate Republicans to stay on the reservation and talk about, look, we're not trying to relitigate Roe versus Wade, but what we are trying to do is not expand abortion on demand up to the point of delivery. We're looking we came perilously close here in New York to having non-doctors performing abortions. That was dangerous.
Can a pro-choice Republican win the White House? Can he win the nomination? Can a pro-choice Republican win the Republican nomination?
I think it's possible.
I don't think it's happened for a couple of generations.
But at the same time, but you know what? I'll tell you this. I'm split because while I say it's possible, I don't think. But America doesn't elect any. Will elect a conservative
TJ, I love you, but you're possible, and that one was like. I can win the lottery.
No, I mean, look, I'm not going to plant my flag on it.
Can you explain this to me?
In 10 seconds.
In 10 seconds. What is this obsession the Republican Party has with controlling a woman's body?
It's all about the base. It's all about the religious fundamentalist base.
There's a song they call that too, yes.
Now look, again, we were perilously close to a really vile overreach here in New York, and thank God Republicans stopped that in its tracks.
Name two extremists.
We'll do that in the break here. But up next, we've got an emotional local story about a New Jersey native who joins the Marines and gets seriously injured by a suicide bomber in Fallujah. After several surgeries, not only is she back on her feet, but she's also leading exercise classes, and we visit her and we'll hear her story.